Cleveland hotels are protesting a proposed tax hike.
The Browns are lobbying to increase the countywide tax on hotel rooms to help pay for that new enclosed stadium in Brook Park.
News 5's Michelle Jarboe breaking down what the debate's all about.
So the Cleveland Hotel Association sent this letter right here to the Chamber of Commerce this week. They're not taking a stance on the stadium project, but they're saying a higher tax on hotel stays shouldn't be part of the game plan. To build this huge project in Brook Park, the Cleveland Browns are asking taxpayers to chip in $1.2 billion. And a small piece of the puzzle involves higher taxes at hotels, adding 1 percentage point to Cuyahoga County's bed tax, taking the tax on Cleveland hotel stays from 17.5% to 18.5%. That could add $1.50 to $2 a night to the typical hotel bill. And that might not seem like much, but hotels across the city aren't happy. Cleveland already has one of the highest tax rates at checkout in the entire nation, the Cleveland Hotel Association wrote in a letter this week. They're against this move, saying it will make Cleveland less competitive, adding baggage for travelers and businesses that book blocks of rooms. We spent all day going from hotel to hotel to hotel, but nobody was willing to do an on-camera interview about this. So I called an expert.
It's the cumulative thing. It's not that this one penny is going to destroy the hotel industry in Cleveland.
David Sangri is a longtime hotel consultant based in Lakewood.
The hotel owners do have a legitimate issue here that they have one of the highest taxes in the country. And then the Browns are suggesting it go even higher.
He told me hotel owners are divided on this Brook Park Stadium proposal. Downtown hotels are worried, while some suburban hotels are thrilled. But nobody likes higher taxes.
When you raise the lodging tax, it raises the overall bill for the customer, and it makes it harder for the hotel to raise their rates themselves to, have more money to pay their staff.
To raise the hotel tax here, we'd need a change in state law, and Cuyahoga County leaders would have to sign off. But Executive Chris Ronayne is opposed to the whole Brook Park plan. He's fighting to keep Huntington Bank Field on the lakefront instead. Now, representatives for the Hotel Association and the Greater Cleveland Partnership told me they're working to schedule a meeting about this hotel tax issue. I also talked to the Browns today, and they said they've met with members of the hotel group to explain the Brook Park project and get feedback. A Browns spokesman said they look forward to more conversations.
All right, Michelle, thank you. And now that is just one of a number of new developments on the Browns' plan to build a new stadium in Brook Park, and we are following through. We told you earlier this week that the Nonpartisan Legislative Service Commission report said the team's projections for making money on the project may be overly optimistic. The Browns say the $600 million in bonds they're asking for from the state would be paid back through taxes made at the new stadium district.
We're going to make sure that those numbers add up and that those numbers would add up into the state getting its money back if we were to do anything. But even if it doesn't, there's probably going to be more protections in there to make sure that there is a fail-safe if we were to do anything.
Then Cuyahoga County Executive Chris Ronayne jumped in with his own proposal for state lawmakers. Give the county $350 million to renovate the Browns' current stadium on the lakefront instead.
So obviously this is a lesser amount. It's also tied to keeping the Browns in the city of Cleveland at the current stadium and then revising and rehabbing the stadium. I'm not sure that's what the owners want to do, and ultimately I think they have a say in that.
The state Senate is now considering the House version of the state budget, which includes that $600 million for the Browns.